not all modern colors, not all ancient colors are going to be created equal. A red car from, going back to my car analogy, a red car from Ford is not the same red as a red car from Chevy. You're going to, the Ford one is going to just break down. So especially in ancients is where I find it's the most obvious.
Oh, yeah.
House of Edgar, for instance, House of Edgar's ancient color scheme. The green is a little bit darker and the blue is a little bit darker than all the rest of the mills. For Strathmore, Loch Heron, Martin Mills, all the other mills, the ancient color scheme is going to be more pastel-y kind of colors. Mm-hmm. And for House of Edgar, it's a little bit darker. So when you go from one mill to the other mill to the other mill, you're going to get a variation of colors. It's not going to be able to match dead on. The set size may be a little bit different, but you're getting a product from one company and a product from a different company. So they are competing entities. So there's going to be some differences. There is no right answer. There is no, the set size must be exactly 7.3 inches. There's none of that. It's going to be what that mill decides is commercially viable.
Yeah. So it just comes down to which one you like best when you're considering it. Yeah, and that's where they're going to try and differentiate, because modern palette is so much more just primary colors. It's hard to come up with more variants. But with everything else, everybody wants to be a little bit special, so they try to differentiate with those color palettes.
Yep. Yeah. They want to be different, so that they're like, the whole reason why reproduction was made up in the 1950s was because Kenny Dalglish's father wanted to come up with something different than the standard modern, the standard ancient that was out there. So he came up with the browns and grays of a reproduction material, and that's how that kind of took off. Mm-hmm. And then when that took off and started selling more and more, and Loch Heron came out with their range of effectively similar color palette, House of Edgar said in the 90s, oh, well, those are selling, but we don't want to do the same thing, so we're going to make muted, which is like olive greens and a stormy sky blue. So they just took it into a little bit different of a direction just to differentiate their products from their competitors.
Yep.
This is a very, very long-standing industry steeped in a lot of history and tradition, but at the same time, it's an industry. There is competition here. There is, a bunch of, it's a business, period. So you have to kind of navigate that in with the tradition. Make sense?
Very shaggy dog, yes.
So that's the difference in the colors.
Super shaggy. He's back there saying, I get it.
He's like, shut up.